So most people are using a running shoe, as Rob is here, as beautiful as these things are, and they are beautiful. Made out of recycled rubber, are they, Rob?
They are, mate, yeah. They're 100%, well, probably 99% recycled.
Bloody beautiful.
Space hippies they're called.
There we go. So if you want them, get them. Just don't squat, deadlift, or do any leg work in them. So he's a runner. They're great for running. We're doing legs today. What you guys want is something like a Converse or a flat shoe. You can get a lifter, you don't have to. You can even go to Kmart and get something flat, but this is one of the biggest mistakes I see. What's going on, everybody? And we're back today with something a little bit different, but you might recognize this fella, Rob, from the latest podcast, or depending on when this goes out, probably not the latest podcast actually, but yeah, exactly. But if you've not seen it, it's an absolute banger, so make sure you go and watch or listen in. But anyway, today I'm going to be taking Rob for a bit of a leg day. I'm not going to nail him, that's not what I do. It's about educating people. I'm on a bit of a deload. Wanted to come along. He's not been doing any weight training as of late, so I thought, mate, if we can get a bit of weight training to supplement the running, just a bit of stability. Obviously, we don't want to get him big and bulky. You want to keep him quick, fast and efficient, but still definitely has some carryover and merit along with nutrition. So what we'll do is run through a leg day today. I thought, why not show you guys, teach you some tips and tricks as well with the leg stuff, and we'll have a bit of a laugh as we do it. So, mate, Rob, what do you reckon, mate? How you feeling?
Yeah, proper laugh, yeah.
Proper laugh.
Good, mate.
He's had some toast.
Yeah, I've had toast, marmalade on top.
That's beauty, mate. I've had a Pop-Tart. You know, if you know, you know. And we're just going to warm up and get into it. So we'll see you guys in there. Yeah. We're in the attire. I'm in the tights.
I'm in a t-shirt.
And together we are Bill and Ben.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I'm stronger than I look. I'm like a praying mantis. so don't get the wrong idea.
Right, so now you've been warned. Also, look at that. He's got his towel there. He's got the fearless towel. Bloody
fearless. The shit scared.
I tell you. Not going to kill him today. Anyway, so we're going to start with some dynamic stretches as we normally do, some activation work, and then we're going to get into the first movement. I've been doing box squats, so I'll teach Rob pretty much what I'm doing today, and I'll run him through the basics. All the primary movements in the gym. You ready? When was the last time you did some weight training?
Oh, last week on my own.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm an expert.
He knows what he's doing, this fella. Yeah. He just sat on everything and then just walks out, and
yeah,
then does a 4-hour run.
Yeah, the 4-hour run to wear the weights off. Don't want to get all bulked up too much.
No, don't want to get too massive, mate. No.
Yeah, big enough.
That's it. Just go inside to side, and then we'll go forwards and backwards. Dead easy. We're doing legs.
Like that?
Yeah, that's it. Easy. 10 to 15 of them, that's no problem. He's already done a bit of cardio, and then we'll do some activation work. Oh, we're getting this on fucking camera. We're just talking about, what, pro tights, and how to wear things underneath them or not when you're a runner. Yeah, so carry on, what you were saying.
Well, like, you get the old cyclists in the 70s and they go cruising in these coffee shops.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, they're doing a sport that they love, but you can see all the gear that's going on in it. And, like, it must, like, they're all right with it because they're all together doing it. But if you're a beard and you see that, you think, you know, I'm not coming in here again.
I know what you mean, mate. You can see the imprint of it as well.
It's like the running tights, like here, look, we've got these on.
Oh, hang on. It's getting his back.
You can't see what's going on, can you?
No. No.
Some people wear like the tights with there's no lining in them, so you can see like everything that's going on.
Yeah, you can see the outline of it.
Yeah. So I mean,
and that's not what you want.
You're out running, and your gear's flying all over the place like an elephant. You know what I mean? And like, basically, people, you'd be paranoid because it's uncomfortable as a bloke.
Well, yeah, you don't want it. That's why I wear undies under mine, because otherwise I'm squatting and it's moving.
Yeah, or you got to wear shorts over the top.
Or you like you said, you scare the girls off.
Well, yeah, you scare fucking women, children, everything. Like something that's fucking attacking you while you're going out for a walk.
That's it. Keep your back straight. Good. That's it. It's a bit like that, mate. It's a bit more technical. That's it. So activation work now, before we get on to sports specific. So we're just doing some lunges after the dynamic stretches. and then we'll do some body weight. Squats, good lad. And you guys can do glute activation work. You can use bands, they're not necessary, they're very popular these days. There's lots of ways to turn on the muscles without bands. All right. And just the fucking what, man? All right, back down, here we go, come on. Yeah, lunge back down, come on. Chest up, hips tucked under the rib cage, good. Nice, even strides, good. We're gonna talk about those shoes in a minute as well, as much as I like them. Good, hips over the knees. They're nice, but they're the shit thing to wear when we're training. We'll talk about that in a second. All right, we'll make sure those hips are under the rib cage, don't collapse into it. Come on, big fella. Let's talk about footwear in the gym when we're doing legs. So most people are using a running shoe, as Rob is here. As beautiful as these things are, and they are beautiful, made out of recycled rubber, are they, Rob?
Yeah, mate, yeah. They're 100%, well, probably 99% recycled.
Bloody beautiful.
Space hippies they're called.
There we go. So if you want them, get them. Just don't squat, deadlift, or do any leg work in them. So he's a runner. They're great for running. We're doing legs today. What you guys want is something like a Converse or a flat shoe. You can get a lifter, you don't have to. You can even go to Kmart and get something flat, but this is one of the biggest mistakes I see, and a lot of trainers are not telling their clients about this. Shame on you, you should know better. So make sure you have a sturdy surface of which you're squatting on or doing anything where you're pressing or putting weight through the feet. You want a nice even surface. You don't want a wobbly surface. You don't want instability. You don't want to be losing that energy that you're trying to transfer through the foot into a stable surface. So there's your tip for today. Get it done. And it doesn't have to be expensive. All right, here he goes, here he goes. So we've not squat before, so there's a bit of work to do with keeping the hips tucked, keeping the rib cage down, and we found quite flat-footed, so ideally we'd have some flat shoes, and we're just going to work to keep these knees out. Good, well done, Rob. That's a lot better, mate. He is, mate, he is. That's the one, mate. Keep that chin down. So we want to keep a neutral spine here, nice and straight. So tuck the chin, good. Keep those hips tucked under, try not to fall forward. So keep the hips tucked forward, but don't lean forward. Good, better. Keep upright. 2 more, please, Rob. Good. All right, and ball down. That'll do. Pop the ball down. So, considering he's not done that before and he's not squat, there's a bit of work to do. That's pretty good. How did it feel?
Fucked.
It's hard, isn't it?
Yeah,
So
no, it's different.
It is.
That way.
Where do you feel it most? Bit of a trick question initially, because
Probably
there's a
your
lot.
quads, eh? And like out on your knees, because your knees are not used to the tension, you know what I mean?
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, mainly quad, but when you're teaching this movement, and generally if it's new to the person who's doing it, or you know they've not got the natural acquisition or skill or the body basics, a lot of the time they can be like, oh, I sort of feel it everywhere, or it'll be in different places because they're concentrating on so many things. There's so much going on. Yeah. So this will be really good for Rob if we can start to sort of bridge these little gaps, even in body weight, because again, we're not trying to be a bodybuilder. We'll find that we'll have better muscular balance and endurance and even just basic conditioning over time when he's actually running. So that's awesome, dude.
Yeah, no, it's good, mate. Learned a lot there, yeah.
Little things.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to keep him doing the goblet squat, guys. So goblet squat, weight in front of you. We've got a little bench there to support, just to keep him on the depth, a bit of support for now until we build that skill up. I'm going to do some box squats with the barbell because I'm going to deload, and then we'll move on to the next movement pattern after that, and we'll see you guys then. Here he is, he's improving this lad already, look. It's on the last set now. He said he's loosening up.
Loosening up, mate, off to the Olympics in 2024.
That's it, he's not a spring chicken anymore, this fella. Keep the chin down. How old? Good, keep that chin tucked, good. Hips under, nice and upright, don't fall forward. Good. Control, and then power. There he is. Careful, be lifting that weight on the bar next. Fucking having it over his head.
5 minutes time, mate.
That's it, mate.
I'll come back after hours with no fatigue.
All right, we might get, YouTube might have us for this, for the music, copyright. Bollocks to 'em.
What about if I sing along with it?
Yeah, go on, no. All right, so you're gonna pull this out and put it down. I've just showed Rob how to do one. This is a hip thrust machine, there's many around. It's a hip hinge movement. Feet are parallel, bring the toes in. Again, we'd normally have flat shoes, but we're all right here. Hips are tucked. He's gonna unrack it. Good, hips high. That's it. Rib cage is down, so we don't wanna be looking back here, twisting the neck. Hips high as you can, Rob. Keeping the hips tucked, spine is neutral. Driving through the glutes and the hamstrings, high as you can. Stretch, good, squeeze, good, stretch, control it on the way down, a lot of core in here. Glutes, hamstrings are your prime mover. Come on, big fella, let's go. That's it, the cue is, fuck the sky. Oh, he knows how to do that, good lad. Squeeze, why didn't you say? Come on. Nothing, 2 blokes doing hip thrusts, nothing wrong with that, is there?
Look at this, thrusting away, mate.
Don't make me fucking laugh. You do it as a deload.
That's it. That's the way. Okay.
Vertical leg press, squat variation, shoulder width. We've adjusted this particular machine to suit.
For me.
Take your time. 10 reps. Remember, once you take the weight, you got to unrack it. Core stable, rib cage stacked over the pelvis, elbows tucked, glutes on.
Yeah.
Go a bit higher with your feet, Rob, on the plate.
That way on?
Yeah, and go a bit and a touch closer. Good, nice. When you're ready, unrack, take your time. Remember the safeties, man. Jesus. Straighten the legs before you go. Good. Good. Prime the quads. Good. And keep those knees out. Good, that's it. Open the knees up a bit so you can use the adductors as well. Good, and don't go too low. Take your time. Take your time. Careful. Exhale, inhale at the top. Keep your core tight. Focus. Come on.
That's about 10, isn't it?
No, bollocks. 3 more. Good, keep the knees out. Can't count to 10, this fella. Get to 3 and he's having me on, going that's about 10. Good, 1 more. Keep the knees out. Good. And rack. Remember, take your time. Bring it down. That's it, make sure it's racked. Good. What do you think about that, mate?
Yeah, great.
Is that a bit of you, that?
That's amazing, man. I could fucking do that all day for free.
You know what? I'm laughing now, but when he takes me for a fucking run, I'm gonna die. You gonna take me for a run, fella?
Yeah, fucking big mountains.
I'm gonna... I probably won't get back.
It'll be dark outside when we get out there.
Mate, that's what I want this podcast over, done.
Yeah. Marathon podcast. Boom. Part 2. Yeah, that's it. Back of it. Pumping.
Here you go, give us a demo, Rob. Hyperextensions. He wanted a weight. He said, I want a weight like you.
Otherwise, you look a bit fucking lame, don't you, without weight? I mean, it might not be a big weight.
Everyone's got to start somewhere. All right, now let's get into the proper technique, because at the minute it's bollocks. So, feet closer together. Good. Hinging at the hips, that's it. Rib cage down. Hips are under the rib cage. Don't bend your neck too much. Good. Hinging at the hips. Focus. All the way down. Stretch, good squeeze, drive the hips into the pad, squeeze the hamstrings and glutes. Good, don't come up too fast. It's a hamstring and glute dominant exercise for this variation. Good, stretch all the way down, hinge from the hips, drive through the heels, bring the hips towards the pad. Think about bringing the hips into the pad. Good. That's dodgy, that, mate. It's good. Not getting much done today. Oh yeah, that's the way to do it. How many have you done, Rob?
20.
Bollocks. About 10.
Boom.
Boom, boom. Check, just a younger, more good-looking version, isn't it, really?
Yeah, that's it. The lights.
That's what I keep telling myself.
The light's shining on you like a fucking Greek god.
Thanks, mate.
That's it. What's that video? Don't sweat the technique.
What video is this?
It's some fucking dance track. Don't sweat the technique, it's called.
Oh, I'm not saying.
I reckon you should bang that on, it'll be alright. Stop laughing, you're training. See, everyone's coming in to Overwatch now. How was that?
Oh, I tell you. It's like running a knife off the back of the hamstrings.
Oh no, that's not good, is it?
That's the name of the game now, isn't it? No pain, no gain.
Yeah, stick it on a t-shirt, you might do alright.
Exactly. Come on. How many are you doing? 10? Here he is, look at this, professional. He's putting his head through this loop before, this fella. Come on, big fella. He's strong on this one. Knows what he's doing, this fella.
I can walk.
Single leg variation. Very good. And then we've got a calf isolation superset. You beauty. He's good. The run is good.
Yeah,
You've come into your own there, mate. Come into your own.
This will probably snap off.
I hope not. So, if he's learned anything, it's how to count to 10 in this session.
Avoid Friday workout sessions with Alex.
So the key here is, yes, ball the foot, come all the way down into what we call dorsiflexion, and then come all the way up into plantar flexion and pause at each end. And the reason why is otherwise, you use momentum, and if you dorsiflex, you're taking out the Achilles tendon on the way down, and then gastroc, the main calf muscle, has to kick in, and then peak contraction at the top. Stretch, good, and squeeze. Exactly. Good. Stretch all the way down, squeeze, peak contraction. Bloody hell, there we go. You got some calves, this fella. You bloody beauty. Squeeze. I know it should be. You got no bloody weight. Stretch all the way down, powerful up squeeze. How many could you do?
Fucking 2,000.
2,000. All right then. Do you know how many you're up to? That's 10, isn't it?
What, 1,000?
5 hours later.
No, this is alright, because I don't weigh anything, so it's alright.
Exactly. We'll get some.
200 kilo, I'd be crying about it.
Well, that's true. We'll get some weight on next time. Stop showing off now. Wait. Careful. Guys, I've said it before, I'll say it again, I'll keep saying it. There is no need to wear a workout when you are doing specific activities around the gym which do not include a compound movement or variation. You don't need to walk around with it, you don't need to wear it on a leg extension, you don't need to wear it on a bicep curl, and you certainly don't need to wear it on a stepper machine. It is a low-level activity which offers no return on investment unless you are actually using a proper weight belt, which I've talked about before. At the end of the day, guys, you want to use your core, you want to use your muscles, so despite what you might think that your favourite Instagram zealot might be wearing, or someone you've seen in the gym, you don't actually need to walk around with one. If you want to, you can, but it's not necessary, and you look a bit of a bellend. There you go. He's got his protein bar, $4.50, broke the bank. Look at that.
At least I didn't pay for it.
Exactly, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, I'll pocket it now, mate. Free PT session, chocolate bar, protein bar. Bloody hell, tell you.
Oh, yeah.
So, tell me, how do you feel after that?
Hungry, to be honest. I feel alright, actually, you know.
Bet you I just eating off this fella, he's burning that many calories.
It was good, man. I learned a bit. Not me.
Yeah.
So it was good to learn the technique, have a laugh.
Yeah.
And
have a laugh could be probably one of the key things that we've done in all of that.
Yeah, it feels like, you know, when you're a kid and you go to the swimming baths and you've been swimming all day.
Yeah.
And then you come out of the baths and you feel refreshed, but you're fucking starving, aren't you?
That's actually a really good analogy, because I was always, when you go swimming when you're a kid and you're dead hungry.
Yeah.
The baths.
And you're lucky you got like £2 so you can grab a couple of lollies or something.
Yeah.
You know, for the journey home on the bus or whatever.
Exactly.
That's what it's like, eh?
Hey, there you go. We summarised it. I'm on the old Mexican meal. What is it now? My Muscle Chef. Hang on, what's the... Oh, I forget now. Chicken chipotle, that's it. I've got some extra carbs in there. So guys, I'll tell you what, how about this? If you want to see me and Rob do A, a food challenge, or B, getting him to take me on a run, because he can eat a lot and he needs to eat more. And he's obviously a fucking elite runner. Obviously he's not going to take me on a belter, but if you want to see one of them, let us know. Put it in the comments, or if this video gets, I will set a like limit. I'm still new, so I tell you what, if this video gets 20 likes, at least I'm going to make one of those videos.
You better add, otherwise I'm fucking boring.
I think with 500 subscribers, we should at least get especially
Come
with
on,
you.
push it.
Mate, your video is almost up to 100, so we're getting there. Anyway, any last words, Rob?
Not really, mate. Thanks for taking me out, feeding me. You know.
People are like, what is he doing?
I know, yeah.
This is a live
Feeding me
YouTube,
some-
mate, really. Just
Just feeding me some food. I'm going to take you out for a run. I'll make sure you're wearing
that's
shoes.
how
though.
he repays me. Take me out for a run.
Yeah, put some shoes on you.
There you go.
You don't want to go barefoot.
Sponsored by Nike. There we go. We'll be right.
That's it.
Done. All right, guys. You know the story. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay fearless.